Hello YouTube. Hello chat. Are you here? Is anyone here? Because I don't know if we got anyone here. Because usually when I log into everything, I get some message from at least one person waiting for the chat, and I noticed that for some reason the chat is now my name in the chat is now has a white background when it was like I think it was yellow before, and I don't know what changed, why it changed. Uh, but yeah, I'm waiting to see if there is like anyone is with us right now, so I don't like talk too much. Okay, now it's showing the chat. One of the chat boxes, engage with your audience. It shows now it gives me 2 notifications, even though there isn't like anything new here. I don't know why it shows this little 2 number. But yeah, we're continuing Lord of Hatred expansion, and today I titled the stream. Well, I titled it yesterday, but I titled today's stream as 3 old men on an adventure, because I was about at the end. Was it like the end, or like just second half? Well, eventually, by the end of last stream, by the end of yesterday, there was finally we found another character, because we were like alone with just Lorath out of all the recurring characters from the story of Diablo IV, who like everyone died one by one, and like no new characters were being introduced, just everyone just kind of died, and we were just left with Old Man Lorath. But then Tyrael showed up. And now we had 2 old men. We now had 2 old men, because all the young people died, and the 3rd old man in this is me. I'm the 3rd old man. I'm not old, not really old. I mean, I guess depends on who you ask. I bet that for some people, I would be considered old. Like 15-year-olds probably call me old, but 15-year-olds call everything old, call everyone old. I remember when I was in like high school, something like that, something like roughly equivalent to American high school. I was in this school. We were like 15, 16, something like that. I think maybe even 13, something like that. Something in that ballpark. Something in that general ballpark. And we were talking. We had this group task. I hated group tasks because I was always doing all the work, unless I got grouped with some of the smart people. But I was never grouped with the smart people, because I was considered one of the smartest people there. I know that must have been, the bar must have been really low, but I was considered one of the smartest people in the group, in the school. Maybe not in the school, but at least in the class. In every class I've been in until like university, I was always considered one of the smart. This is not to brag. I'm not trying to brag, but it's just what they said. And I'm saying that the bar must have been very low to consider me one of the smartest people there. But either way, they did. So like I rarely got grouped with the smart people. I was always grouped with all the dumbest people, and I always ended up doing all the work, and they were doing nothing. Today they'd be like on TikTok or Instagram if this was happening today, but this was like when I was 13, 14. What must have been here? What must have been like 2002, 2005, something like that, something in that ballpark. And we were put in this group task. Talking about the Polish national epic Pan Tadeusz, which means roughly like Mr. Thaddeus. We're talking about this Polish national epic, and the title character Tadeusz he's like romancing his aunt. Yeah, he's romancing his aunt in the book, and the aunt is like 35-ish. I don't remember anymore how old she was, but she was like in her 30s, and he was like 20. In at least in that part of the book, he was like 20 and she was like 35, and it was scandalous because she was so much older, not because she was his aunt. Uh, it was that kind of time. It is like, the book is from like 19th century. The book is from like 1812, 1815, something like that. The book is like from that time period. So periods like it's over 200 years old. Even back then, it was like 200 years old. So we were talking about this book, and one of the girls, and like not even one of the dumb girls, not even one of the like the bimbos, not even one of the dumb bimbos, and one of the smarter girls, and she's like saying like, yeah, but his aunt, like she's like old, in her 30s. Like even then, when I was like 13, 15, even back then, I just shot her this glance and like, okay. Yeah, you had to do a bunch of. I don't know if you've been listening to what I've been saying, because I've been talking about Pantadeusz. Exciting, I know. I've been talking about the Polish national epic, Pantadeusz. That was must have been very exciting. I'm not finished, by the way. Yeah, and she's like saying, the girl is saying like she was old. She was in like her 30s, and even back then, when I was like 13, 15 in that ballpark, I like just shot her this glance, and it was like, you heard some stuff, yeah. I shot her this glance, like I don't think she noticed or she said anything, but I just looked at her like that's not old. Like even back then, old is like 60, 70. I thought, like that's old, not 35. Because by that amount, I'm old now, which is not something I'm quite ready to deal with quite yet. I am going to be 37. Yeah, and it's always plus 11. It's always the ending of the year plus 11. I'm going to be 37 this fall. Yeah, 37, which feels old to me, because it's like, it feels old to me because it's the highest number I had yet, which is what happens, every year. I'll speak with Amazon captains, so I have to redo that part. Okay, great. Or maybe not. Maybe this is the part where I have to. Oh, there's a rare. Maybe I didn't miss anything. Maybe I didn't get rolled back. Smash Legacy. That's an interesting name. Did I get rolled back to something? I hope I didn't get rolled back all the way. I hope I didn't get rolled back all the freaking way. You're turning 28 tomorrow in 2 minutes. Oh, well, happy birthday. Happy birthday, and hope it feels less depressing than for me to turn 37. Oh my god, I got rolled back all the way. Oh my god. Really? Little Diablo?
But more will follow her if we do not act.
Fine. The caverns. What is it you propose?
Empty them. Draw the wretches out into the open and crush them, all at once.
You should be resting.
So I am turning 37 this fall, and according to, like, was it Socrates or Plato? One of those. According to like Socrates or Plato, that's the perfect time for a man to get married. Like, I don't know how he picked that number. Why 37?
What we need.
I don't know why he picked 37 of all the numbers, but
Open.
also for women, the perfect age to get married was like 17, according to like Socrates or Plato. I forget.
Before the crows start
I'm going to actually check.
Come, my friend.
I'm going to actually check. And let's hope the Google doesn't lie to me.
The former archangel of justice.
Firefox freezes
Almighty
when I
reality
try to
resides
search
inside
for
you.
something while Diablo is on. Which philosopher said a man should marry at 37? Yeah, let's see that. Aristotle. That was Aristotle. It is certainly less depressing than when you are turning 25. Well, I mean, you know, I wish I was 28 again. I wish. I made so many mistakes. The ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle stated that men should marry at around 37 years old. He wrote in his work Politics that men should wed at 37 or slightly earlier, while women should marry at 18. 18, so he said 18, not like 17 or 16 at least. So at least he said women should marry at 18. He believed this age pairing synchronized the physical and reproductive peaks of both partners. An age of 37 meant the man was financially stable. I don't know about that. Mature. I don't know about that. And established, aligning the end of his reproductive life with that of his younger spouse. According to Aristotle, like I should be marrying an 18-year-old within like a year, and 2 months. Yeah, you can close it. It's fine.
Hold a moment.
Yeah, probably none of the three. Yeah, no, definitely not in my case. Tyrael?
You are troubled. I can feel it.
No shit.
There is something you should know, but
It's about the crows, isn't it? They aren't following us now. It is Lorath they want. I
There
know
is a lot of shit you don't know about Tyrael.
your reluctance does you credit. I will speak to Lorath when the time is right. If some curse has befallen him, we will
And
face
probably
it
not marrying a woman either, yeah. I mean,
How sweet.
I mean, you know, it is entirely possible. Like, it's very, very improbable. But it's not impossible for me to, like, I don't know, I get, like suddenly YouTube stops trying to kill the channel, and suddenly I like shoot out to like Mr. Beast levels of popularity, or my book gets published and it gets really popular, and like that's not my fan. Okay, that's YouTube. This is not my personal fantasy, but I'm saying like this is what like it in theory it could happen that like my book gets published and gets super popular, and suddenly some 18-year-olds get crazy into me after seeing the character in the book that resembles me in some ways. She's like some 18-year-old sees this character and she decides that's the hottest thing ever. You have to suddenly realize, I mean but you're not turning 37. We're talking about me. I am turning 37. Not to marry someone so they get a green card or something. Yeah? And we're talking about me, I am turning 37, not you. So like my book suddenly gets popular. Suddenly some 18-year-old reads my book, and she decides that like this is like this weirdo who's into destroying corporate property. Let's say it like that, so YouTube doesn't censor it. She decides that this crazy dude who likes destroying corporate property, that this dude is the hottest thing ever. You let me know in 9 years. So we'll see what happens in we'll see what happens in 1 year. Like, if my book gets super popular and for some reason some 18-year-old decides that the character is so hot that she wants to actually be with the author, if that happens, I will also let everyone know. And that would be the craziest shit if that actually happened. Like, if that actually happened, that would be the craziest shit. But it's not going to happen, like... If I'm still alive by the end, if I'm still alive by 38, it will be an achievement. So like, that's, you know, it's probably not going to happen, but like, if that actually happened, it would be the craziest shit ever. I would seriously question the sanity of any 18-year-old who would be interested in that. Like, I would seriously question their sanity. But you know, sometimes you question people's sanity, but you still want to spend the rest of your life with them. That's what people do, apparently, sometimes. But yeah, that's not... not that I don't want it to happen. You expect a wedding invite, sure. Sure, I send you an online wedding invite for the imaginary wedding with the person who doesn't exist. Yeah, like that would be the... Like, not, I don't want it to happen. Like, I'm... If I get a little bit more money, if I get some money from the book, I will be happy. I am happy not having to share my life with anyone. I am perfectly happy with that. I mean, I also did make my character. I did also make my character say that he is perfectly happy not having to share his life with anyone, and then he gets a close friend. Then he gets a close friend in real life. Then he gets another character who my beta readers even haven't read about yet. But I did publish it. I did publish a few chapters with a new character that my beta readers haven't read about yet, which I personally find it a very interesting character. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's just my personal not kinks. Maybe that's maybe a little bit. That is my personal preferences for what I find a character interesting. I'm joking about the kinks, of course. You know. There's some crazy shit that you missed, and some more crazy shit coming up soon too. I'm like halfway through the book, roughly. I'm like roughly halfway through the book by now. So you know, like in like a month or two more, I should have the book done. I think. At least the first manuscript. I should have the first manuscript done. In like a month or two. And then I can start fishing for publishers.
I hope you've come for a fight.
We're here for you and your Amazons. Where do you need us?
Right here. The drowned have been peeking at us all day.
Does that mean we are not friends? I mean, we are as you are one of as strange as it is, given you know the whole parasocial nature of any relationship online, as strange as it is for any kind of parasocial thing. You are like you're like the second closest friend I ever had. Which, you know, it also tells you a lot about me as a person. If people I only met online are my closest friends.
Now they'll send the best they've got.
But you know, I guess it beats my mother, who my mother's best friend had unalived herself when they were still young, and she never really had a good friend since then. So at least the parasocial relationships, parasocial online relationships, at least beat having to deal with that. Okay, this one is like actually doing damage. Okay. Your best friend only moved half the Republic away and got a child, yeah. I mean, I guess that also beats having to deal with them unaliving themselves. So that's also an improvement.
Keep formation!
Well fought, you two. The people of Themis can rest easy tonight. But my Amazons are
So this stream has ventured into very fun topics so far. Temper manual, maximum life, armor resistance to elements, you give me a temper manual with like life on hit or like life on kill. You give me that kind of temper manual. Visceral splitter. Like it looks like an ore. I don't know how it's splitting anything. Like, yeah, as weird as parasocial online relationships are, which also is a topic that comes up in the book. So like if anyone random is watching this, I don't think anyone random is watching this, give me OBS. I have the 4 views but 1 concurrent viewer, so I don't think anyone random is watching this right now. Oh, you almost have been there too. Luckily they didn't succeed. Okay, I guess they're all natural 1 on hitting themselves and natural 1 on the damage. At least you didn't have to deal with that. I keep forgetting about getting into this. Cooldown reduction or maximum life. I am going to this. So like maximum life, sure, and then I'll get this. And as weird as parasocial relationships online are, you're like the second closest friend. Like you, Space Cat 98. That's who I'm talking to, not chat in general. The chat on YouTube, like the chat on YouTube, the chat on the YouTube stream, this particular stream, that is my second best friend. Yeah, sure. You, Space Cat, you are like the second closest person that I would call as a friend, because I was never very social when I was younger, and I was kind of an annoying kid. Self-admittedly. Well, like, I'm not gonna rank the people that I talk to online. I'm not gonna like rank you specifically, but like, I talk to some of you more than others. Like, I talk to some of you more than others, and like, that's pretty much by what I did not rank it, pretty much by what I measured it by. We need every Amazon we can find. We're going to attack the Foundering Caverns.
The caverns. You want to face the drowned horde in their own lair?
Yeah?
The second piece of Lilith's blade is likely hidden inside, just as the first was hidden on Lycan.
But like, Rage is like
So that is
third
underground,
third best friend I ever had. Because I talked to him a little less than you.
He passed a unit on the way in. Tyrion, take my
And you probably realize who is the number 1, because like the one person from my past life who had stuck around to sometimes say a supportive word when I needed it. Like the one person from my real life who I still talk to. Like there was this girl that I befriended in like high school-ish. It wasn't the same school that I was mentioning earlier today. like this the next school. There was that girl that I befriended there, and that is my fault that I stopped talking to her because like I just you know I didn't feel very happy with my life, and I didn't want to bring her down with me. I felt like I was bringing people down with me, and
The queen gave me my first command
the last
guarding the marina.
thing,
I was young,
the last thing that anyone
terrified I might
from
let
my
this place
side,
come to
I'm gonna say, anyone from my side talked to her, was like when, because she's a doctor, or at least she was a doctor. She's a doctor now, and my mother decided to like call her, to take her number from me, and decided to call her about like some thing that my grandmother was having, and we were trusting the doctors because the doctors here like 99. She is pretty much the reason I am saying that 99% of the doctors in this town are shitty. Like, she is the reason why I'm saying 99% and not 100%, because I'm saying she is not as bad as them. And she is the sole reason why I'm saying that. Like, you stop talking to a lot of people too. Yeah, but I do feel like that was a mistake that I stopped talking to her, because like she was a friend. She was a friend, and it just after that whole debacle with my grandmother, after the grandmother passed away,
I'm low on vigor.
after that whole debacle, I felt like it just felt weird. After just my family kind of tried to use her. Like, every once in a while, I keep thinking that I should talk to her again. And but I feel like every once in a while I think I should talk to her, but then I think like, no, I'm gonna talk to her. I'm gonna talk to her when I have like something to brag about, and something I'm happy about. When I have something good to say about my life, then that's when I will talk to her. Like, try to talk to her. Like, if any of her like phone numbers or emails are still working. Like, I have no idea if they would be working. I still use the same email accounts I was using back then. Because like, why change it if it's good, if it works? Why change it if it works? Like, maybe she is still using the same emails, the same phone numbers. But like, okay, this I am just looping back. And I keep telling myself that when I'm at least a little bit happy with things, that's when I will try to talk to her, to like other people maybe. Like, things are improving in general. Things are improving lately. Because like the Fiverr gig is doing something. YouTube was doing something until 3 weeks ago. Or like 4 weeks ago by now. This is the fourth video. Today was the fourth video since that happened. Since YouTube started like trying to kill the channel. Talked to a bunch of people from school, like 4 out of like 100 people. Like, even like back then, like in high school, I was talking to like, talking regularly to like 3 people. In high school, I was talking regularly to like 3 people. So, you know, out of these 3 people from high school, there was like 1 person I was still talking to after a few years, and now there's 0. Now there's 0, and Lore Walker, the person you know as Lore Walker, I met in university. It's usually that you don't have to talk to people first. I don't like to talk to people first. Only the people who write me first get kept in contact list. Yeah. I mean, nobody like really talks to me first. Like, no, that girl that I've been talking, that girl is now 38. That girl is now 38. So, you know, that woman. I'm still thinking about her as a girl because like the last time I've seen her must have been like, oh my god, I don't know was the last time when I've seen her, but no, she was initiating on her own. She was like chatting me up on her own, like inviting me to stuff for a little while.
I'm out of vigor.
Because yeah, like the few people that did talk to me, like they found me very funny. The few people that did talk to me, they found me very funny because, you know, once I like relax, once I like get to know people, I have a very, you know, odd sense of humor. I'm a very odd, very weird person. So sometimes I get, you know, sometimes I say very strange things, and some people found it very funny when they got to know me. And that was like the very few people that did talk to me. Apparently, they found me very funny for that reason. But you know, so apparently today is one of those streams where I'm just giving Google more information about my personal life. Just Google is just, you know, just frantically writing everything down. Is just frantically writing all the data that they can use to like spy on me and like somehow use this data to find the product to sell me. Like, I don't know what product you would sell me from this data. Like, I genuinely have no idea what you'd sell me. Like, yeah, you're not gonna sell me a new phone to talk to people from my youth. Like, you can try. I mean, I don't know if they knew that. I don't know if they knew that because that never like came up online at all.
I am out of vigor.
Like, that never came up at all online. So I don't know if they knew that, but it's not going to be very useful for them. Strange weird ladies in your area. I don't think they advertise that. They advertise I get a lot of ads. Like when I accidentally enter a website without an ad block for some reason, I get ads for MILFs in my area. And like, I don't know why it thinks I want that. I don't know why it thinks I want that. Like if I had to pick anyone, it would probably not be women much older than me. Because by this point, women older than me would be pretty old. And you know, like, I'm not knocking down anyone who prefers older ladies, but I don't. At least not at the age that would count as older than me at this point. Like, you know, each to their own, so... But I don't know why it insists on giving me those ads. Lady, did you almost take down that rare by yourself? Lady, I'm impressed. NPC to go that far down with an actual mob would... I'm impressed. That lady kicks ass. And you get ads for gay bars in your area. The area with the gay bar closest to you is like Prague, the capital. Yeah, I know why you would get that, but I for some reason I get MILFs. I don't know why. Maybe just YouTube. Like YouTube, not YouTube, just Google. Just Google and like other things, because they can't get any data on my like sexual preferences, because you wouldn't find any of that data. because it's impossible to find. They can't get anything, so they don't know what to give me. Like they don't know what to give me. They're just confused and like what is popular in Poland? MILFs. Like just MILFs. Like he's from Poland. He must like this at least. I guess that's what happens. You would be rather concerned if you were getting MILFs in your area. I mean, if I'm getting them, you might as well, because it's about as accurate. It's like only slightly less accurate for you than for me.
The others are surrounded to the north. We'll take care of them. Get yourselves back to the garrison. Hurry, Captain.
What I do find about my preferences by this age, what I do find about my preferences is that I'm not really into, like, what really gets me is personality or idea, like personality or ideas. Like that's what gets me. Character, and not like fetishes. What would you do with them? Milk? Definitely not. Yeah, I mean, what I'm saying is, I wouldn't do that either, but it doesn't stop Google from serving me those ads. It's like just confused. It's just confused. It doesn't know what to give me, so it just gives me what is popular in. And you know what? I think that's a small success. I confused the ads to give me something that is completely irrelevant. I find that to be a small success. Because if Google doesn't know what to give me in ads, it means that Google doesn't know enough about me, which I find to be a success. Which means that, you know, they don't have enough information on me to gather like a accurate profile. Or at least they don't have any like useful information about me. Like if Google is like collecting this information that I was talking about the friend that I've lost contact with, like how is that going to be useful for them? How is that going to be useful for them? They're not going to be... They're not gonna be able to pull anything marketable out of that. It's like what are they going to do? Try to sell me a phone so I can call her? I already have a phone, and I'm not going to buy another one because this one works just fine. So like it's not going to be very useful for them.
Did anyone else make it?
We're it, Captain.
If there is anything that they would learn, if there is anything about me that they would learn from watching my streams or from like reading the stuff I write, is that I desperately need a shrink. That's what they would learn. But like they're not going to be able to sell me a shrink either, because I don't have the money for a real doctor, and the state doctors are shit, except for the one friend. It's like they're not going to sell me that either, so... So, none of the data they are getting from me are going to be very useful for them, you know? So at least I am happy that their data gathering is useless for me. The data gathering on me is useless for them. Also, what I learned recently while watching like this like random YouTube short, there is this dude that talks about linguistics that comes up dude that talks about linguistics that comes up like occasionally in my feed, and he was talking about how the American justice system persecutes people on the basis of dialect. And I was like, what dialect are they persecuting? And what I learned more about Ave, the African American vernacular English. Like I knew it was a thing. I like the you know the way they show black people talk on like American shows, like the way they show them talking. That's the African American vernacular English, the Ave. Like he be running like he be running man, he be running dog. That's the Ave. Also, apparently, WotC removed I heard about that. WotC removed the girl from Astarion's backstory because it was too racist towards Romani. Yeah, because characters are not allowed, because bad people are not allowed to do bad things anymore. Because it's like the slavery in Dark Sun. They're removing slavery from Dark Sun, or rather to be more accurate, they're not removing slavery from Dark Sun. They're just not calling it slavery. They're just not calling it slavery. They're just when you see the descriptions, they still talk about how Hamanu from Uruk, how Hamanu is forcing people to fight for him. Like, what do you call that? He's forcing people to fight for him. Like, what's that called? Yeah, that's called slavery, dude. Except they're not calling it slavery. So, you know, that is so American. That is so 21st century American, because apparently they're fine with slavery as long as you do not call it that way. Like, they only care about using the specific words, not the meanings of these words. So yeah, I learned more about the Ave and how American justice system was persecuting people based on the dialect. Because what I learned from that dude who was talking about this, was that, like, when you see you see black people in America, when you see them talking, like, he be running, when they say he be running, apparently that doesn't mean he was running or he is running. Apparently he be running means like something like he habitually runs, he runs a lot. Like, apparently that's what he be running means. Oh Jesus, fire enchanted. Move. Okay, I survived this one. Am I overloaded? Not yet, but soon. Anything here? Oh yeah, that he be running apparently means he habitually runs, he runs a lot. And not just he is running. You're showing me on the map that I should be able to go through this, but I can't. So what's up with that? Anyway, I'm not gonna bother with that too much. Maybe I can only like go down there from this direction or something. Now this crab is blocking the way down there for some reason. Maybe that's a story thing that I'm gonna see in a moment. But yeah, and the courts were like misinterpreting the thing, like the he be running. The courts were misinterpreting that, and like court transcribers, like when a black dude came up to the stand, and the black dude said like he be running, and the court transcriber wouldn't write down he be running. He or she would transcribe he was running, which is a different sentence in a different dialect. Like they were correcting, quote unquote, correcting it to the base American dialect. Or this is like the most hilarious, like it's in a very sad way. It's hilarious in a very sad way. There was a dude who like he was in a, oh, the game connection has been lost while I was talking. Hope it doesn't roll me back too far. Okay, so I'm not disconnected from YouTube. I'm not disconnected from the internet. I'm just, Diablo just decided to kick me out. Apparently Diablo decided to punish me for talking about racism. I'm joking about that, by the way, but yeah. Now I gotta find something to talk about for the few minutes while we're waiting for game to properly save me, which will not properly save me. But would probably roll me back a little bit at least. But like what I was talking about, yeah, there was a dude that was in interrogation. There was a dude that was in interrogation, and he said, Diablo heard you in the area, so he kicked you so you can look for MILFs. Yeah, sure. There was a dude, he was in interrogation, in police interrogation, and he said something like, yo, I need a lawyer, dog. Yo, I need a lawyer, dog. You, like, I'm not American, and even I know what that means. And even I know that it means, speaking of, I opened Reddit, and first thing you see, gay movie actor died at age 29. Yeah, a couple of days ago, Hayden Panettiere died. She was my age, too. Like, she was my age, and I remember watching her on Heroes, and you know, she was my age, so that was kind of shocking. Like that was the second death that, like, the second celebrity death that, like, kind of touched me a little bit. The first one was Robin Williams, because, like, the first one was like Robin Williams, who, like, I think a lot of people say that his death touched them a lot, because he was always so funny. He was always so trying to make people happy, and he you know, ended it suddenly, and it was a shock to a lot of people, and it also, like, shocked me a little bit, touched me a little bit back then. But the Hayden Panettiere touched me a little bit, because it was like, and you know, when Hayden Panettiere, she was in Heroes. The next crossover is indeed Witcher. Cool. Yeah, I guessed as much when I saw the Witcher 3 ads in Battle.net. So I guess we're getting Witcher items soon in Diablo. We'll see what I can actually get from regular playing. But Hayden Panettiere, like, it was a big deal in Heroes, in the show. It was a big deal, like, save the cheerleader, save the world. Well, turns out now we're screwed. So, yeah. How far did you roll me back? Speak with where are you going? How far did you roll me back?
I don't have enough vigor.
Don't tell me, like, just, oh my god, you completely kicked me. Oh my god, no.
You want to face them.
Yeah, come on. This is how far back you kicked me, you rolled me back. Jesus. Maybe you just get the skin if you buy it or not.
The Queen gave me my first command here.
Okay, so we'll see.
Terrified I might let
Jeez, like, this is how far you kicked me back. Come on, game. This is like half an hour back, or like at least 15 minutes. Come on, game. Apparently more info on BlizzCon, yeah, we'll see. Why are they putting it on Blizzard Launcher? I don't know. Okay. Like, yeah, Hayden Panettiere. It was a big deal that, you know, saved the cheerleader, saved the world. So now apparently we're screwed. And, you know, but really, the jokes aside, like, it kind of shocked me, kind of touched me, because, you know, she was my age.
We've got to, soldier.
So it was like, it felt a little bit too real. Like I said on the server, on Discord, I said that, like, you know, yeah, thanks. I just that's just what I needed right now. A reminder of my own mortality. Yeah.
I need more vigor.
We hear you.
So yeah, the stream has gone very happy now. They're very happy topics.
Hold, sisters, hold.
I'm low on vigor.
Yeah, Heroes. That's a show that existed. Like, I did enjoy watching the show, even though, like,
No mercy.
pretty much immediately after season season 1, it started getting, like, season 2 was, which was the one, the season 2? Season 2 was the one when Sylar was, like, hiding in Mexico because Zachary Quinto was proving too popular,
I am out of vigor.
so they couldn't let him go. And he continued showing up for the whole show. Continued showing up for the whole show, even when I, like, made 0 cents for him to still be there. Like, by season, like, 4, Sylar had, like, really no interest to be in the show.
The others are surrounded.
Like, he really should have died in season 1, no matter how popular Zachary Quinto was.
Hurry, Captain.
Like, he really should have died in season 1. Because after that, he was just you know, just spinning the wheels. He was just there because he was popular. Travel to the north, so now we're going here in this direction. I would like it if Witcher was the crossover in Diablo, because I'd like to get some Witcher monsters as mounts. That would be cool. Even though I never use the mounts anymore. Even though I never use the mounts anymore because I'm so fast that the mount is actually slower than me. Yeah, Dolly Parton. I said I saw that too. Dolly Parton. Like, every time somebody famous dies, like, almost immediately when the news breaks, I see a post on our Morrowind. Where, with the picture of the celebrity with the Morrowind message for when an essential NPC dies. Like, with this character's death, the thread of prophecy is severed. Restore a previous save, or continue. Restore a previous save, or continue in the doomed universe you created, something like that. And, you know, every time somebody famous dies, there's almost immediately a post in r/Morrowind with that exact picture. The picture of the celebrity with the Morrowind essential NPC message. Yeah, Grim Reaper, there's a guy in the White House waiting. Stop taking the other people. Like, at this point, I think the Grim Reaper just enjoys the chaos.
Hold fast, sisters.
He just wants people to suffer.
Defend.
I don't believe Death is impartial anymore. Death is not impartial.
The figure.
Because if Death is a man, he wants people to die. He wants more people to die. And that's why things are the way they are. Because Death wants more people to die.
We're almost through, Amazon.
Also, a weird thing about Death as a character in fiction.
We're it, Captain. But the
Like,
ground
it's
on
not
nothing.
it's not rare that the Death shows up as a character.
We're finishing this.
Like in Supernatural and like Charmed, like Death was always shows up as a character, and they always make him very cool. They always make him very cool. Also, Death is female in Polish, so Polish writers often make Death female, but American writers always make him a man. Like they always make Death so cool. They always make Death like the coolest dude around.
What in the hell is that?
But I don't think that if Death was a character, if Death was a person,
Support the main
I don't think he would be cool.
by your
I don't think he would be cool. I think he would be because like you know, when if you are
Don't
Death,
have enough vigor.
like if you are Death, you want people to die, because you know if you are Death, people dying makes you stronger. So like if you're Death, you want more people to die. So like you want to optimize the timeline for Death.
finished.
You want to
What a day.
order things around in a way that make more people die, and not like make just everyone die immediately. Don't make everyone die immediately, because that doesn't, because then everyone is dead and then people stop dying. Because then everyone is dead, and if when everyone is dead, nobody is dying, so you stop getting power. So if you are dead, you want to organize things in a way that people are still born, that more and more people are born, and more people die. So we want to create a world in which... So we want to create a world
Ready for a massacre.
in which people can live, in which people can thrive and multiply, and then, but the world that is still bad enough that people will keep dying,
That piece.
and a lot of people will die. And you know, when I look at the world we have now, this looks exactly like that kind of world. It's good enough that people will replicate and multiply, but it's bad enough that a lot of people will die.
Taken apart.
So you know, like,
Down.
if I was a superstitious person, if I was a person who believed in this kind of
For that
stuff,
piece.
in like religious stuff,
You know where to find me.
maybe I can like socket this now, because I think I got like a few things. Jeweler. Which one of you is jeweler? This is an alchemist. Jeweler. Can you like socket, add sockets to this? I still can't. I need 25 of these. That sucks. Okay. So you know, if when I look at the world we live in, like it looks exactly like the kind of world Death would make. So like if I was a superstitious person that believed in like gods, if I was that kind of person, I would say that Death is God. That this world was made and designed by Death. That's what I would conclude from seeing the world as it is around us. Anyway, Diablo. Is everyone alright?
Not all of us. Let's see who remains. Sisters,
These 5
eyes
dudes.
and ears on me. You've each done enough. You disobeyed your queen, bled for your home, lost more than your share. My friend here believes we have a chance to end this invasion. I believe them, but there will be a cost. And I am not your queen. I can't order you to follow. To the death, Captain! Very well. I'll see you all back at the garrison. We must prepare.
So chat, what do you think about my theory that death is God? That death created our universe? Like, what do you think about my theory? How crazy is that of a theory? Maybe I can start a religion about that. Maybe I can start a religion about how... Oh, hello. Maybe I can start a religion about how death is God. Maybe that will take off. Travel to the Athul. Dude, I am reading. I was reading stuff. I was talking to people, and you're interrupting me. Very rude. Death got bored and is doing it for shits and giggles. Okay, got out. Soul Drinker. I have no idea what Soul Drinker does, and I'm not going to give you time to check. Death got bored and is doing it for shit and giggles. Yeah, no. I mean, if death is a person, like, he wants people to die, yeah?
Need more time.
You know what would be very annoying? What would be very annoying affix combination? Tempest and Fire Enchanted. Now that would be really annoying. Because it pulls you in and then explodes on you before you can release. That would be really bad. Okay, so I'm getting back to the garrison. Okay, I'm just gonna portal to them. So like, because if it's not death that is God, like, who is? Like, war maybe? I can see war being God in the world that we have, because there is always conflicts everywhere, all the time. Because we're a very contentious, warlike species. Maybe war designed everything in a way that would cause conflicts.
Not unlike Westmarch.
I know, I stand by the idea that if there is a God, his name is Death. Okay, Lorath, what have I missed? While I was talking shit about God being Death, what have I missed?
We have a mad sketch of a desperate plan, but it's the best chance we've got to breach the caverns.
Every drowned in Apalua was dispatched from there, all to deny us what is hidden inside. The second piece of Lilith's blade.
So we'll march south in
That will be a fun message to leave on the Discord after we're finished. Today on the stream, why Death is God and why God is Death.
It burns like hell when exposed to water. I've brewed several pots.
And you know, like, if I was Death and I started a religion, I would also tell people that God is alive. Because I would want people to believe that life is the most important thing. Because I would want people to believe that, so they wouldn't, you know... because if people knew that death was God, they would start actually killing each other too much. They would start killing each other too much, and then there wouldn't be enough people to, like, replace each other. There wouldn't be enough people to replace the people who die, and he wants people to be replaced so they can keep dying and dying. So people can't know that God is Death. So people must believe that God is life. So he must create this religion. He must orchestrate this religion that says that God is life and love, so that people have hope. And if people have hope, they will reproduce more. And if they reproduce more, there will be more people to die. No, like it makes sense, doesn't it? Like, in a like an ancient Bronze Age religion kind of way, it makes sense, doesn't it? Is there any hope for Adriana?
When I last saw my queen, she was the most afraid I'd ever seen her. Not for herself, but for Skovros. When she died in Themis and Akrat brought her back, he became her only answer to the fear.
I should have seen his trickery. I never meant to.
If I ever like get a
including her
time machine,
she lost to us, I don't know.
I am traveling back to like Bronze Age and telling people that death is God. And that like you mustn't like kill too many people because he will be upset if you kill too many people. Because if you kill too many people, then people will stop being born, and when people will stop being born, they will stop dying, and he wants more people to die. So paradoxically, he has to allow more people to be born. I would tell people that, start my own religion in the Bronze Age, and then I come back, like pretend I died, or like death took me to his realm. But what I would go back to the present and see what religion exists in like 2026. Is that crazy? It's probably very crazy. Okay, I am ready. When do we begin?
On my order. Captain Egel, sound the advance.
This stream started with me talking about a friend that I stopped talking to for no good reason. And now I am talking about how I would go back in time and start a religion worshipping death. So, that's one of those streams, I guess.
Heads high, Amazons. Today we take the fight to them.
I guess I do have something in common with Stephen King. Because when I start really thinking and talking, I just say the weirdest shit.
Have enough vigor.
Like Stephen, have you heard about the ending of the book version of It? Was it It? Of The Thing. I always mistake It and The Thing. I always mistake those two, and I can never remember which one is which. The one with the clown in the sewers. The one with the clown in the sewers. You'd go back, tell people a bunch of prophecies about the future, refuse to elaborate, and hope to come back for a better future. Well, I don't know how much that would change anything. But if you have to tell people prophecies, like at least make prophecies that aren't like so generic, because like every prophecy in the world, is like, and there will be war, and there will be famine, and there will be war, there will be famine, and there will be disease. And then famine, war, and disease happen like they always do. And people are like, oh my god, this guy totally predicted everything. Like, I mean, yeah, when your prediction is tomorrow the sun will come up, well, of course the prophecy will come true. But that's like all the prophecies, the only prophecies you get. No prophecy ever goes, no prophecy ever goes, No prophecy ever goes, you know, in the year 1889, there will come a dude who will start a massive war. There will come a dude who will start a massive war. And this dude will kill like millions of people. His name will be Adolf, you know, and he will kill like millions of people. So you know, if this dude shows up, just kill him instantly. No prophecy ever goes like that. No, the prophecies are always there will be war, there will be disease, there will be famine. But you know, when will this war happen? Like, when will this war happen? Well, the war will happen in a time of great conflict. Like, no shit, that's when wars happen. When will the disease be? When will the disease happen? The disease will happen like right after the war. Well, no shit, that's when diseases happen. And that's like all the prophecies ever. There's never a specific prophecy that actually comes true. Like, do you remember the rapture prophecies that were getting popular on TikTok? You make an extremely specific prophecy about Todd Howard. I would make a prophecy about Michael Kirkbride.
This is their final breath. Take it from them.
Michael Kirkbride is still my guru. Because of the crazy shit he came up with Morrowind. He is still my guru. Like, when they actually try to make a very specific prophecy, like, it is always wrong. Remember that rapture prophecies? Remember the rapture talk? The pastor from like South Africa who was foretelling the rapture coming like last year, I think. Do you remember that? Yeah. That didn't happen. Because he gave us a specific date, so of course it didn't happen. Or, you know, Jehovah's Witnesses who kept foretelling a date for the end of the world. Like, there was a... You remember all the end of the world? Yeah, you have lived through at least 6 apocalypses. Apocalypses. I think that's the plural. Apocalypses. And like Jehovah's Witnesses, like, I think they are not really giving a date anymore. Since like 10 years at least, they have not been giving a specific date. But I remember when they were still giving dates. I remember, and they have a whole history. Like, they have a whole huge history about dates for the end of the world, and then it never came true. Of course, you're trying to be funny with the spelling. Okay. They were like, they have a whole history. Like, the Jehovah's Witnesses, they came from this movement called the Millerites, and the Millerites, they also predicted the end of the world for the year like 1848, I think. I'm gonna actually check that. Millerites. Don't freeze on me, Firefox, please. Millerites. Not Miller-Tees, Millerites. 19th century American Protestants who followed preacher William Miller and believed that Jesus Christ would return to earth in 1844. So it was like 4 years off. And you know, when this didn't pass, what happened was it was called the Great Disappointment. The Shattered movement led the theological foundation for modern Adventist groups, including the Seventh-day Adventists, and also from the Millerites also came eventually come the eventually came the first they were called the Bible students. They called themselves Bible students, and they were also foretelling the end of the world. And like one of the most famous, the biggest dates they had ever given. After the whole Millerite movement collapsed, the Jehovah's Witnesses, who was the Bible students at the time, the Bible students, who were led by Charles Taze Russell. I think this was Charles Taze Russell's time, when they foretold that Jesus would return in the year 1914, when World War I began. They foretold that Jesus would return in 1914. Well, 1914 came and passed over 100 years ago, by now. But 1914 came and passed, and like nothing happened. Jesus wasn't showing up anywhere. So by like 1918, the proto-JWs, they said, well, actually turns out Jesus came back invisibly. He came back invisibly, and he like checked out all of the churches around the world. He checked out all of the churches, then he came back to us, and he said like, actually you guys are the best. You are the best church that actually follows all of my actual teachings. You guys are the best. Like, you have my approval. So like he came back invisibly, and he was like sneaking around churches, like in South Park. It was like a South Park situation where Jesus was like hiding behind benches in churches, like listening to pastors and like hearing them out, like what they're saying out. No, this pastor is talking too much about the gays. Like he's praising the gays too much. So like, I don't want this church. No, I'm going to keep looking. Oh no, this church has too many black people. Like I'm not gonna go to this church. No. He's like, and if he goes to the Jehovah's Witnesses, he sees what they're doing, and he goes, oh yeah, these are my guys. That's what happened according to Jehovah's Witnesses. Paraphrasing a little bit. Anyway, Diablo 4. Farah, lead the way.
There is one last obstacle to contend with, but I have an idea. The entrance to the caverns lies out in the water.
Dear Blizzard, can we get some young people who don't die immediately? Can we get like some young... If you make another expansion for Diablo 4, dear Blizzard, can you make like give us some young characters who don't die? Plus, even this Amazon lady, like her hair is graying. Like even she's a new character in this expansion. Even she is on the older side. Are you not coming with me?
There is little I would enjoy more, but drowned remain in the field, and I must rally my sisters. Besides, I've seen you fight.
So like Blizzard, please give us some young people.
I'm confident you'll manage.
Please give us some young people so that when you make another Diablo game, and it's like 30 years in the future or like 50 years in the future from here, so they aren't, so that not literally everyone is dead. Traverse the rope. Oh, this is the rope. How do I need to like go around here? Okay, I guess. Oh, hello there.
Even now, my father's servants are desperate to stop you.
Yeah, I can see that. Am I going? Do I have to fight this?
Quiet.
Had they found my blade, they would have destroyed it.
Do I have to fight it? No, I don't. Oops, I interrupted Lilith. I hope she wasn't going to say anything important. Like she was saying, we still have time. So I hope I didn't accidentally miss anything big. Shadow Enchanted. I hate the Shadow Enchanted ones. Because they're just annoying. Just stick around after death.
Please.
you one.
I don't have enough vigor.
And I already forgot what I was talking about last. I think it's the time when I start running out of topics to talk about. Not really running out of topics to talk about, but like I start to lose my cohesion at this hour a little bit. Yeah, I was talking about Jehovah's Witnesses predicting the end of the world. So yeah, that's a fun topic for the stream. You know, I have a certain level of sympathy for Jehovah's Witnesses. Because they're like kind of like, as far as crazy cults go, they are fairly inoffensive. Like, as far as crazy cults go, you know? Like, they could be much worse. Like, there are worse cults. And then, like, when you, like, meet them, talk to them, they're always so nice. Until you tell them that you are, like, disfellowshipped.
Ancients bless you.
Like, when you tell them that you've been disfellowshipped, like, they just make a 180-degree turn. I never did that. I never tried to, like, lie to them to see a reaction. Because I'm not the kind of person who would do that. Just lie to get a reaction, but the fact that they apparently do that tells you a lot about what they really like. But you know, as far as crazy cults go, they're not the worst cult. You know what is my favorite cult? My favorite crazy cult is the Raelians. It's the UFO people. It's the people who claimed they cloned a human being. Like, they claimed they cloned a human being, but then they never showed that one person they cloned. They never showed them. Like, you'd think that if they successfully cloned that person, like, they would be bragging about it everywhere. You'd think so, but no. So, you know, but they're like all about, the Raelians are like all about like UFO, all about free love. As far as like crazy cults go, Raelians are like my favorite. Like, they're my favorite crazy cult because their stuff, the crazy stuff they believe in, is like relatively innocuous, like relatively innocent. Like, they just believe some weird shit. Like, they're just some weird shit. And you know, I can respect that. I can respect weird shit. As long as there isn't like assault going on. As long as there isn't like assault going on, like people being forced to do stuff, I feel like they're right. From everything I hear, Raelians are not that crazy, and I wish they were more popular than some real religions. So chat, who is your favorite cult? You tell me that. Who is your favorite cult?
There's fighting in the passage. Someone is coming.
So who is your favorite cult? Out of all the, like, you know, weird crazy cults in the world. I'll be waiting for the answer. Cthulhu, that's not a real cult. I'm talking like real cults. I'm talking like real things that actually people actually believe in. I mean, I'm sure there is somebody who worships Cthulhu, in the real world. I'm sure there is someone, because if there are like Jedi, if there are Jedi, and if there are Snape wives, there are Snape wives. Like, that's crazy. Now that's crazy. Like, people, like, there's genuinely a group of elderly women. There is genuinely a group of, like, not even elderly, they're a group of like middle-aged women in England who believe that Severus Snape from the Harry Potter books is some kind of divine figure that reincarnates into some like different realm, and they were all like his wives in a previous life, something like it, like it's this is like broad strokes, like random pieces of it that I remember, but now this is crazy. This is properly crazy. Like, why would like some random transphobe write a book that accidentally reveals the secret savior thing? Mr. Rickman did too good of a job, yeah. I guess we can blame Alan Rickman for that one.
Hush now. It matters not.
Mephisto, you lose again.
We can blame Alan Rickman because he's dead and he can defend himself.
I've enjoyed watching this drama unfold. The proud sacrificed, the weak slaughtered, the lost Horadrim brought to the brink. All for
So like, chat, what is your favorite reel called?
still want it. Then take it.
You know, okay, we got another one of those scenes. I do like reading about shit like serial killers. Oh, that's cool. That's a cool looking monster. I love this. You don't know any cults? Like, you have to know some cults. Like, you heard about the guy from Georgetown? The guy from Georgetown, the guy who made people drink the poisoned Kool-Aid? Mormons. Mormons, I don't know if Mormons qualify. Like, they're too big. Mormons are too big to qualify for a cult.
Nice bit of kit there.
Mormons are too big to qualify. Oh, another set charm. I hope it is the one I need.
Just a shard of bone. I will enjoy his horror when it sends him screaming into the void.
Like, I'm talking like Heaven's Gate, or the guy from Georgetown, the American preacher who brought like thousands of people to Guyana. American preacher who brought like thousands of people to Guyana, and he made this village in the jungle, in the middle of the jungle, and they called it Georgetown. And when things were going wrong, he made people drink the Kool-Aid, the poisoned Kool-Aid, and everyone died. Or Heaven's Gate. You must have heard about Heaven's Gate. Cult of RuPaul. I don't think that's a cult. I don't think that's a cult. You must have heard about Heaven's Gate. You know the cult that believed that there were aliens hiding behind the Hale-Bopp comet. I think Hale-Bopp or the Halley comet, one of those two. I always mix them up. Like, they believed that there were aliens hiding in the tail of the comet, and if they unalived themselves while that comet was approaching Earth, those aliens would take their souls to their planet and like reincarnate them on their planet. So they're like, almost the entire cult unalived themselves, and there is like one dude left. Like, they're literally like they left one dude alive on purpose, who keeps their website up to this day. I don't know if it's still active today, but like not too long ago it was still active. the website of Heaven's Gate, like the website is still active because there is one dude from the actual cult that they deliberately left alive to keep up the website. Like you had to have heard about Heaven's Gate, because that was like the number one most popular crazy cult, that the biggest news of a crazy cult, like Heaven's Gate or Aum Shinrikyo. Aum Shinrikyo was also crazy. Like they actually like conducted like terrorist attacks. Aum Shinrikyo. It was like a Japanese dude invented this cult. I forget like all the I forget Aum Shinrikyo dogma. I just remember that they committed terrorist attacks in like an underground. And I was always like attracted to reading stuff about like serial killers, crazy cults. Like for some reason I was always drawn to these kinds of people because like of the crazy shit they were doing. Dexterity, yeah, that's good. Guess I'm making my way to this now, and then I attach another board, I guess. Okay, and we're leaving. And there was a lot of like crazy cults, but like some are you know, the cult of Elmo. Okay. There are some crazy cults and some like that are less crazy, and you know I do have like a certain level of appreciation for the Raelians. Like genuinely, if I met some Raelians and they like invited me to join. If they invited me to join and if they didn't demand some crazy shit from me, if they like said like okay, like if you join now and feel like just sign up here and you can like get this ID from our weird ass cult and I didn't have to do anything weird, I'd join just to you know just for the bragging rights that I was in some weird cult. And we have to travel across the... Okay. Dude, I was teleporting away. Can you like leave me alone for a second? Okay, I'm gonna just there is like something in here. I'm gonna check this out while I'm here. Alright, or I'm not gonna check this out because it's blocked. Okay, never mind. What is this thing? Like, come on. Like, it says there is like a way to go, but like, I don't actually see anything. Do I need to do something? No. I bought this mount, then I haven't been using this mount at all. Because I've been faster without the mount. Story progress. Yeah, figured. It's always weird when you find a part of the map that says like map shows you that you should be able to get there, but then you can't.
They did it. I told them you'd be back.
Hail victory indeed.
Is it done? Do you have it?
Yeah. Here it is, the second piece of Lilith's blade.
Well done.
You've carried us through once again, when I could not.
Amazons! Eyes and ears on me. As Antia, our first Amazon queen, taught us. In victory, give honor to your dead, good wine to your living, and solemn gratitude to your allies. To the mainland, who rode with us into battle and cast the drowned from our island. to the mighty Tyrion, who stood beside them and pulled us from despair. And to Lorath, who spoke truth to our queen, healed our wounded, and rained a scary fire upon the heads of our enemies.
But
When she said a scary fire,
Lorath
I thought she was saying a scary fire, like, you know, like, ooh, scary fire. That's what she was saying. I looked at the subtitles. Oh, a scary. Yeah, that makes more sense. But if I met real life Raelians, and that they said like, okay, you can join, but you have to join, in this party, quote unquote, that we are having, with a bunch of like old dudes and old women, I think I'd pass. I don't care about them that much. All I really want from them is like just an ID card that I belong to some weird shit. That's all I really need. That's all I really want from cults. To just like show, oh, look what I've been. Look at what I've done. I'm with these crazy people. That's all I want with cults. This victory belongs to you too. You deserve it.
do I? I don't know. With all that's happened, I have no idea what I deserve.
You'll have ample time to figure it out. You and I should stay a while longer, catch up, and help our new allies prepare to face our common enemy.
Akarat, I cannot accept that my queen is lost to that devil. No, I will go to her in Celestia and try once more to reach her.
I pray you can, truly.
Oh yeah, she
I
dead.
should go on ahead too.
She
A
dead.
piece of the blade is hidden in Celestia, and Mephisto will be looking for it. Perhaps we can share the road.
That is also like an Ave
Be glad of the
slang,
company,
not slang.
especially since the road
Dialect.
leads through
It is
Athens.
also an Ave thing. Like, oh, she dead. That's like an Ave thing that I like. I don't know if it actually means what I think it means. I'm almost overloaded again. Heroic chords. That's like almost better. Except it does, not better in any way. Empyrean hooves. Rune. This one is just called the Rune. Mutiny Wrath. I think I had a Mutiny Wrath before. Death Style. Death Style. Now that's a cool item name. Death Style. Like, I seriously need to find some way to like read the list of all the random names for Diablo items, and then to be able to accurately randomize Diablo style item names. Maybe just just make my own list of random words to put in those items. Baron Retribution. See, now this is a cool item name. Baron Retribution. It sounds like a comic book villain. The Baron Retribution. Okay, is there a blacksmith here? There is. So we'll do that. Talk to the blacksmith. Also a side quest. Bone Crack. Slice Rise. Mental Serpent. Like, that's just a mental serpent. That's not a real serpent, just a mental one. Awful. This item is called Awful Ruin. Like, that's an awful name. Awful Ruin. Heroic Tunic. Smite Way. Crush Sight. So just punch a dude in the eyes. Crush Sight. Resourceful Helm of Infusing. Okay, that's just a Clamor Embrace. Armageddon Carriers. Bone Barrier. Bramble. Empyrean Hooves. Rune, Mutiny Wrath, Death Style, Corruption Grips, Baron Retribution. Baron Retribution gets to stay around until another time I dismantle items, because it's a cool name. So Baron Retribution gets to stay for now. Bitter Plate. Like, how do you know the plate is bitter? Did you try to eat it? Bracers of Athulua. Also not better. Heroic Cords. Prism Weapon. And I think I will dismantle this, because it's a lucky hit. I don't like lucky hit, and it doesn't have the other stats I like. So I think I will dismantle this. As I saw my corpse, and from my mouth crawled hatred. Yeah. Sorry, goodbye, Rathma's Amulet. And now I will have like 14, 15, still not enough to make one single socket in the legendary. It's crazy how many it wants. Wardrobe, not really. Profile. Where are the materials? There is. It says materials. That's where they are. I should like try the oboes again. Try to see what random shit I can get from oboes. Why are you skulking around?
Oh, no, I'm not skulking.
You are skulking.
Fine. You caught me. I need a spear, and the guard is far too good at her job. Don't look at me like that. My unit has been taken by a sea hag. You know they do awful things to the dead.
Why aren't they giving you a spear?
If you could talk to the guard just for a moment, I can grab what I need.
Well, why do you need this to do this? Why aren't you allowed to just take a spear?
Yeah, the queen will come back.
Okay, what weapons do you have here?
Oh, I've heard tales of your exploits, Wanderer. Please, take a look at our collection.
I can just give her one of the random items that I'm dropping. I can give her.
You there, stop. Finally.
I can give her.
Put that back.
I can give her Baron Retribution or Doomslayer. I can give her Doomslayer and Baron Retribution. She can have that. What did she take?
Zire's spear grants incredible power, but at a terrible price.
Oh.
She'll die.
Oh, she wanted a very specific legendary spear. Okay, I guess that makes sense. Why they weren't letting her.
At once, for her own sake.
So she's gonna be dead, isn't she? Who was that Ascari?
Alia was a shrewd warrior once, now just a coward. She abandoned her fellow Amazons to save her own skin. Her weapon was taken as punishment. I should have known she'd try something like this.
What is Zere's spear?
A weapon once held by Philios' most vengeful companion. It grants the power of Zire's storms, but saps the life of the wielder. Such is the cost of vengeance. Quite the metaphor, eh?
I don't know. I don't think it's a metaphor if it's literally sucking your life. Okay, where is the side quest? Over here. Okay, maybe this is what unlocks that area that I've been talking about before. This way, game. You see, I'm faster without the mount. Like, I'm literally faster than a horse. And like breaking shit like the horse was. Okay, so she's like somewhere in here. Mycena. Come on, lady, I can give you Baron Retribution instead. Yeah, now it's unlocked. Yeah, it's unlocked and full of
I know what
goo.
you're going to say, so save your breath. I'm not going back.
Zere's spear will kill you. Like, I have a Doomslayer, I can give you Doomslayer.
I know what I took. I know what this spear will do to me. I'm ready for it.
You can have Doomslayer instead. Doomslayer is also cool.
I was branded a coward with no way to set things right. I want, no, I need to free my unit. With Zire's spear, I can. Help me, please.
Why can't you take Doomslayer?
Let's go.
That's fine. I said I wanted to keep it, but if it goes for a good goal, I can give you Doomslayer. I'm not giving you Ragey though. You have to be happy with Doomslayer. Event. Defeat the enemy wave. Okay. I can do that if I'm already here. I will also break all the shit around you. Oh, I needed to talk to him. Okay. And the game froze. It's suddenly very choppy on this part. She is in solo self-found, clearly. Yeah. Clearly. Like, she's not in solo self-found because she's using my help to fight. So she's not in solo self-found. I'm pretty sure that would break the rules of solo self-found. I don't know the rules exactly, because I never tried to crap like that. Oh, that's a lot of enemies. Okay. Cleavant Doomspawn. Yeah, that was a cool name. Cleavant Doomspawn.
Is that it? Oh.
Okay. Oh, Raven Fists. Okay. Let's now follow. Let's now follow the crazy lady with the murder spear. The self-murder spear. Yeah, I should check the charms when I'm not under attack. Come on, game, move here, move here, here, no. Now you see how great my aim is. Okay, charms. I forgot to check the charms. I have a lot of these now. Fair of practice technique. Again, a different set. I need a fair of mastery. I need a fair of mastery. Phoba and fair of practice. I guess I got these two for a set. But it gives me bonus kill experience. I don't really need the experience. Still to potency skills. Some life. Chance to freeze is good. I guess I will like replace this. And skill experience and maximum life. Yeah, I'm keeping that. I guess I'm replacing that since that is a different set that I'm not getting. Yeah, I got 2 set bonus. Attack speed and more movement speed. I got more movement speed. I didn't even look at that. I didn't even look at what the actual set bonus was. I got even more movement speed. Like I'm gonna be even faster. You need Razoka's Rage, and it's green after the centipede. Okay. Like I'm just taking what drops. You know. It's like farming for specific items is probably way too involved for me.
Do you hear that? It sounds like a whale. Could it be?
On these streams you see pretty much all the time I play video games. You see pretty much all of it. Move. Move. Okay. Still exploding. Okay. You see pretty much all of my time playing video games on these streams, so that's like all the time I take off for it.
No, I came back. I'm here to free you.
Like most of my time in the day, I am currently like either like making stuff for the RTTRPG, or I am writing the novel. I'm writing the book whenever I can. I've written a little less last week because there was a bunch of Fiverr orders to make, so I had like a little bit less time for writing. And also I like slowed down a little bit. But I hope to write a lot more this week. I've started already getting on with it.
Yes, I'm ready. Abandon us, traitor!
Maybe when I finish the first book,
Be free.
maybe when I finish the first book and I'm like looking for publishers, maybe then I will like play a few more games or like watch some of the shows that I've been behind on. Is that finished? Is that done? No. Why did you just change to the main quest randomly? Because I changed to the main quest, I thought we were done. But that would be a strange place to end it. And yeah, I try to use all my free time. I try to use all my free time for writing. Because like I've got like since that period in July when I had a lot of these Fiverr orders and I was like writing a lot when I was doing a lot. Since then I got back into this this workaholism. Where like I feel guilty if I don't do something like productive. And you know I have a very loose definition of productive. You know, I feel bad if I don't do something with my time. If I just like sit and like watch YouTube shorts for a while, or like they just read Reddit for a while, just feel guilty if I just not actually doing anything with my time. Like I keep racing from one thing to another to just keep working, just keep doing stuff. I've always had the tendency for that. But you know, when you can't actually do much useful for businesses, it proves to be workaholism and not having the skills that businesses need proves to be a very bad combination. Because you want to work, but you can't. So I hope that I can now use that workaholism to write a lot of books. And suddenly in my 30s become the next Stephen King.
You were right. You all were. I was a coward.
Like, I mean, I am presuming a lot. Like, say I become the next Stephen King. I'm presuming a lot, sure. But like, you know, that, you know, it's like it's an aspiration. It's an aspiration, something to aspire to. Okay, fire. Like, become known as the guy, as the weird guy writing a lot of weird books. That is an aspiration. That is a genuine aspiration, to like be the weird guy writing a lot of weird books. I would be happy if I was famous for that in the end. I would be less happy if I ended up being like the new Unabomber. I would be less happy about that. Now if that doesn't get this video demonetized, I will be surprised. Yeah, the video this week. The video this week is just kind of like, I'm not proud of it. Just like it's just a big rant. I'm not proud of it, but it's like the last couple of weeks having like next to no views. It felt very demotivating to make more videos. So like I just threw this up because it took less work and less research and less thinking to just, you know, complain about something for a few minutes. Just put something out there on the channel for this week. Just have something for this week out. And I got the something. And now I can think more freely, like, what the hell am I doing?
It's time!
Okay, that's interesting. Hope that doesn't get the channel demonetized. Or like age restricted.
I cannot break her barrier!
I'm sure that if I had a better optimized, that I would be able to break through that.
She's dead. It took
Another
all this
legendary
power, but
manual.
she's dead.
Okay, she dead. And more resistances. Okay. Are you alright?
I think that was my last swing of the spear. But what a swing to go out on. I have no regrets.
You haven't even swung that spear at her. I shot her with the ballista.
Let it be known that Darlio of Athalua is coward no more.
If you're sure that's what you want to be known for. Are you sure you don't want to be known for being the weird dude that writes the bunch of weird books? You sure you don't prefer that? To be known for that? Okay. Guess we're dismantling some more. What time is it? 149, like almost done. Today's stream went quickly because we kept talking. Raven Fists, Glyph
That's it
Seal,
for that piece.
Evoker's Stompers. Apparently we had a WoW item. Knight's Orders. I forgot to see the, like, I moved too fast and I didn't see what that item name was. Maybe we lost something very interesting. Officer Offer. Chaos Omen. Victory Impact. We were thinking about your story a bit and came up with a lot of weird shit too. Well, you know, sometimes there are writers that are like, that end up like, you know, like Tolkien and C.S. Lewis. You know, if we can get to be Tolkien and C.S. Lewis, only you know, like less wholesome, I'll also be happy. Distance Retribution. Yeah, I'm sorry, Baron Retribution. It's your time to go. Dual Onus.
Pity to break another's work.
Doom Rival. Wraith Raymond's. Okay. Now where are we going? Not this map, this map. Okay, back here. Do we go all the way over there, or are we starting something big again at this hour? I'm gonna start it. See how far we get.
Where the hell is the watch, matron? Died an hour ago. Get back to your post.
Though we are getting close to the end at this point. Yeah, it did go quickly today, because we managed to talk about some really weird things. I mean, we talked about colds, about our favorite colds, and I was sadly disappointed at starting the next area. So like, what do we do for like 10 minutes? It's like nothing really here. Dude, I'm checking the map. Rude. There's nothing really other to do at this point. Fishing, yeah, I'm not doing fishing. There's like another side quest over here. Maybe I'll do that. Return to Sir Olindra in Vision's End. Yeah, let's do that. Can we like even do the dungeon like at this? Like how long does a nightmare dungeon take? Like, take how long you think a nightmare dungeon takes, and then make a correction for me. I have the mud honey you requested. I completely forgot that was a thing that I was doing.
Glimpse the sight beyond sight this eve. Go in peace, child of the road. Here is your reward, as promised. Should our paths entwine again?
Depends on how well, very slow. You know me. You finish them in like 3 minutes. So more like 10 minutes for me. So if you okay, so oh, I got an actual talent point. I almost forgot that I had these. Okay. Dungeon sigils. If this takes me like an hour, I'm going to blame you. Tribute of, that's Undercities, and I'm not doing that. Nightmare Sigil, Ghoul Run Slums, Heretics Asylum, Suppressor Elites, or Inferno Nightmare Sigil, Inferno in Kyrgyzstan. Killing a monster enrages monsters near it after a short delay. Grinning Labyrinth. Farai Cliffs. Takes you an hour. The problem is, but you told me that you could do this in the 3 minutes. In Farai Cliffs in Nahant. What is something that I haven't really been to? Halls of the Damned. Sure, I'm gonna do that. Okay. Select the Nightmare Dungeon to teleport to it. Teleport to Halls of the Damned, okay. Do the materials one or check if you have Obo's reserve. Well, I've already clicked on one, so.
I don't like this place.
Well, you're not supposed to like this stuff. You do them 3 minutes in Torment, 12. I'm sure you can do them in 10 on hard. Okay. We'll see. We'll see what we'll get out of this. Oh, these are the arcas. I thought I would pick something. I thought I was picking something new. But it's just the place that I've been in the main story. I think this is just the place from the main story. I thought it would be something new. Just random villagers in the middle of this place? Okay.
Be careful!
Okay, I'm careful. It's also better to have them have materials reserve affix because it has chests that drop crafting mats, and the more chest equals more obdusite. Okay. Teleporter. Okay. Where does that go? In the Mergo. I hope that's still the dungeon. That's new. This looks new, yeah. The only really useless affix is a dungeon bell. Okay. What does it do though? Like these executor ones, like whatever it's called, the one with like the sword that drops from the sky is just annoying because of the way it hands after you. Extra XP on completion. Okay. Yeah, that is not very useful for me at this point. Like, yeah, I get a little bit closer to the next board thing. Yeah. I don't know about that. Okay. So these teleport things are just like for like random place not related to the main dungeon? That's what it looks like to me. Who are you? Why are you here? Okay. So is this the thing in Nightmare Dungeons where it just kind of has a random teleporter to some like random area not related to the dungeon? Is that the thing? There are gem affixes. More materials, obdusite obols, and equipment delves drop extra gear when you collect horadic artifacts. Better quality too, okay. Another teleporter. Related to the dungeon, okay. Because it seems like it's a completely different place with a completely different enemies. Like it seems like it's completely unrelated.
Not ready yet.
Executioner stuff. Move, 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 move. Okay, you're done hunting me? Okay. Okay. Idol of the Overseer. Yeah, this is like a different dungeon. It's a different place. I don't know. There is a story to this one. Okay. Hell Driver. Hell Driver has driven himself to hell. Because I did enjoy in Diablo 3 the thing where it was like the Libraries of Fate, something like that, that you had like some random areas smacked together. I enjoyed seeing like the wrong monsters in the wrong place. Okay, what now? Okay, this bit over there. Like the few of those in Hawazar where you went to get Johanna's armor and push the dead crusader, yeah. That was cool. Osseous. And this looks like lungs. Like, look at the minimap. It looks like lungs a little bit.
Let's have a peek inside.
Is that supposed to be saying something? Because I'm not hearing anything. Like, it looks like it's saying something, but I'm not actually hearing anything. Do I need to click something here? No. Like, it's still going. Like, it's still going. It's still showing up here, but it's not actually hearing anything. And it's stuck like this now. Okay, I'll dismiss it because I'm not actually hearing anything. Endless harmony, constantly endless harmony. Then I will travel to the sepulchrum. Is that the sepulchrum? Yes. Monolith. Tomb Lord, hello. Okay, that didn't take very long. That indeed didn't take very long. Okay. Dungeon cache. Forgotten Depths Nightmare Sigil. Okay. Okay. Can you dismantle these? Can you dismantle these things into something? Yeah. About how much? About as much as I said it would. Leave dungeon. Where is it going to take me? Okay, I'm actually like outside the place where it actually normally is. Okay. And at the occultist, I forgot what the question was. Also, materials. Did I get the obdusite? Obdusite. Where would I get obdusite? Pale red dust, pale marks, favor. Where would I find obdusite? Dismantle the talisman items. Okay. At the occultist. Okay. Where would I see obdusite? It's in the bag icon. Oh, here. Yes, 42 obdusite. Used by the blacksmith to masterwork equipment. Okay, so I guess I will like find one of the big towns. I'm like in the middle of nowhere. What are the big towns in here? Okay, get me back to Themis. Okay, you dismantle the other items that I don't need. Entropy mail. Slice rise. Set your town portal to Themis by right-clicking the waypoint on the map.
That's it for that piece.
Grim snare. Amulet, just amulet. Heroic garb. Covenant eye.
To break another.
Riveted offer. You mean a riveting offer. Defiant grips. Commander's symbol. Kick end. Kick end. Hack sanctum. Pain skull. Okay.
I'll be here, swinging away.
Now you say occultist.
This should be interesting.
Salvage seals? Yeah. Salvage charms. Okay. I get some infused Horadric resin. Didn't even know that was a thing. Gold, the drop rate, ego skills. I will keep that for now.
Goodbye. It has been a pleasure.
Imprint aspects, craft sigils. It's for the cube, but I still haven't got the cube. Like I am still not getting the cube yet. Like, when do you get the cube? I feel like I'm pretty far into the expansion. Also, don't dismantle set charms. You can reroll 3 set charms into a new one when I unlock the cube. I didn't dismantle the set charm. Okay. Oh, Rahir is here. I thought you were hiding. Oh, all the mercenaries are here. Okay, so I can like pick them from here. Or at least 2 of them are. Well, I will get it in the story. Maybe it's time to pick Rahir back up. Available points 3. Okay, so why can't I pick anything? Okay. Shield throw. Now Bastion. Okay. And change. How do I change this guy? Can like put you as the reinforcement now?
Others to stand with us.
This is an incendiary or snipe. Sure, snipe. When I use this one, because I use it on big ones. Sure. Okay. Well, I've picked it already. Also, yeah, up the side was blacksmith, upgrading items, tempering items. Okay. So like temper. No, the up the side was like. It's like temper this item because I like this item. It has a lot of stats that I like. So like temper, utility. There's this one, barrier, fortified generation. Okay. Or defensive. Okay, now I have some barrier generation on it. And masterworking. Masterworking. So like, can I masterwork this? Okay, by using 5 of these and 10 of the obdacite. Okay. Okay, what did that do? It just increased the stats on it a little bit. Let's work my weapon first. But now it will use up all of these legendary things. And now I have 0 legendary things. Okay. I thought it would like, when it says increase quality, I thought what it would do is like make a weapon into a legendary. Like make something that was like rare, make it in, like it would put like this into, make it legendary, because I thought that's what increasing quality would do. Like apparently quality means something different than I thought. After I get 25 quality, it will master an affix, doubling its effects to equipment delves. Well, probably not today, because today will be about to end, because it's late. It's 2:14, so yeah, it's time to start ending, or maybe even ending the stream in a little bit. So I'll just check the reliquaries if I can get stuff from the reliquaries, and then I'll be done for today. Yeah, I can get this thing. I can get this thing at last. which is also super weird, and I want it. Claim with paper tokens, yes. Okay. And now I have that, and maybe I can also earn the armor for the thing. And that will probably be 20 days left, it said. So like 20 days left until the next season, I assume. Okay, I think we are done for today. And we'll continue with Faith and Failings next time. Faith and Failings. And we'll go to this part. Okay. Does it say? Does the game save you properly? Save your quest progress properly when you leave in town? Because I've been leaving outside of town, and it's been rolling me back. So I don't know if where you leave has an influence on that. But anyway, yeah, I think it's time to end for today. We've had 19 views today, which is a good result for my streams. I don't know how badly as the video for this week is doing. I expect it to be doing terribly. Like I made a bet under the video. I said, well, it's gonna get like 50 views after a week. Like if this video, like if the video that I put up yesterday, if the video I put up for this week, if this video starts doing well, and if that video does like thousands of views, like I'll be very surprised. Like what? I'll be like, what the hell do you want, YouTube? Like this is doing well. So I will be very surprised and very disappointed in YouTube if that does well. Anyway, I think it is time to end for the day. So I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I hope to see you next time.